Fuck.
Alright, welcome back to After Movies. This week we're unleashing the beast, baby.
We got ourselves an X-Men fan. Maybe a quarter of it happened, and not like this.
Alright, maybe not. But today we're taking a look at the 2017 superhero movie, Logan.
It was pretty badass.
Yeah, it's the 10th installment. It seems like crazy high that they're already at 10 X-Men movies, but it's the 10th installment in the X-Men film series. It's the third film to solely focus just on Wolverine himself. Now, I know what you're asking yourselves. Do we really need another X-Men movie? That's what I was asking.
You asked that, and I was like, you know what, maybe,
Get alone, another Wolverine movie.
And I was like, you know what, we really do.
Yeah.
And then you watched it, and you're like, holy shit, that was...
Yeah.
In the real world, people die.
Logan.
I don't want to talk about it.
Logan.
Just stop.
Be careful.
So the movie takes inspiration from the graphic novel Old Man Logan by Mark Miller and Steve McNiven. It was directed by James Mangold. If you don't know who he is, he directed 3:10 to Yuma. That was a really badass movie.
Yeah, it really was.
So obviously it stars Hugh Jackman. We got Patrick Stewart in there, which was badass. A few other people you're probably obviously going to recognize, but you probably don't know the name of them. I didn't know the name of any of them, but I recognize a lot of people, such as like Boyd Holbrook or whatever. I guess he's the dude from Narcos. I recognized him.
Be careful. I need the girl.
What girl?
Go get her.
Yeah, so the movie takes place in 2029. It doesn't actually say it, but if you read the text on, like, I think it was on one of the forums.
Yeah.
It says 2029. Like, it doesn't really come out and say...
Yeah, in the near future.
Yeah.
Say anything like that.
So mutants are almost entirely extinct. It's been 25 years since there was a new mutant had been born, like, naturally. So Wolverine, or Logan, if you will, is now like a chauffeur, and he's just kind of driving this... He's driving this limo.
Tricked out limo.
Yeah, it's a badass
Hustling
limo.
prescription drugs.
Yeah, you see him buying drugs, and you're like, oh man, he's taking such a, you know...
You think he's doing meth or something?
Yeah, you're like, oh man, he's just off the rails. Like, what a... He must just be fucked up. Yeah, junkie, right? But then we see, like, Wolverine has aged horribly.
Yeah.
Like, he's pretty much deteriorating. His health is really bad due to the adamantium that's
adamantium.
been... Oh, is it adamantium?
Yeah.
So adamantium that's been pretty much injected into him.
It's like poisoning him.
Yeah, so...
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't really come out and say it until the end.
Yeah.
But, you know, his health is just like...
No, it's pretty obvious that that's what's... They make it pretty obvious. It's not really at the end.
I got it at the end because I was like, oh yeah, it's the antimedium or whatever, antimat. I can't even say it.
No. No. No.
We see Professor X, and he's just in like a totally elderly state, which was kind of hard to see Patrick Stewart like that.
Yeah, just like a sad weekend state.
Like, he's suffering from this neurological disease, and it doesn't even come out and say it. He's like, is he suffering from
dementia,
Alzheimer's?
Yeah.
Like, that's pretty bad in like the world's strongest brain kind of thing. So, like, during the movie, he just loses control, which is like it's like a seizure, and everyone's just like, normal people like can't even handle it.
Yeah.
Wolverine is like strong enough to be like, you know, like, I'm moving past it.
Fight it. Yeah.
So shit goes down at the beginning. At the end, he's confronted by
Gabriella or whatever.
Yeah, Gabriella.
At the beginning, Gabriella, yeah.
At the beginning, he's confronted by this woman, and he's just like, get the fuck away from me.
She's some, like, biotechnology nurse, I don't know, alkali transgene.
He doesn't even want, he's just like, get the fuck away from me.
Yeah, he doesn't want anything to do with them, but I don't know, he gets pulled back in.
He's pretty much doing one thing, and that's just taking care of Professor X, and that's the part I liked.
Yeah.
Was like, kind of like, it was good give and take.
But yeah, he doesn't want to take care of it. You can tell he just doesn't want it, and like, even Professor X is just like, you can't wait till I die.
And he's like, no, like, it's fine, right?
And we're down.
So pretty much the whole story ends up being about this 11-year-old
Gabriella
girl.
making him
Escort this
11-year-old
Laura to North Dakota. And it's a mutant sanctuary.
It's probably cheap to film there. So let's go film in North Dakota.
You know, like as the movie progresses, maybe North Dakota isn't there. Maybe there's nothing in North Dakota.
Yeah, they want to go to Eden,
which is just kind of like a fairy tale.
Yeah.
Like fictional place.
She's like you, very much like you.
I am not whatever it is you think I am.
Yeah, so we do get to learn a bit more about Gabriella and the kind of experiments that they were doing at the alkali transgene biotechnology company she was working at.
Gives the background of Laura. And
yeah, they're doing some shit to children, basically creating mutant children using DNA samples from mutants for the X-23 project. During the projects with the child mutants, though, they had like way too much trouble with them. They were like resistant. So they created the X-24. It was basically just a feral clone of Wolverine. And they basically deemed the children like useless. They don't need them anymore.
It's R&D gone bad.
Yeah, they're basically just gonna terminate them. So basically Gabriella helps them escape. We learn a little bit more about who Laura is, but we're not really gonna spoil that.
She needs our help.
Someone will come along.
Someone has come along.
Another thing to mention is the whole time we get a glimpse at, like you said, this deteriorating, sad, weakened Logan from the poisoning, obviously. We also see him like refuse treatments at time.
He is strong, but he knows there's nothing anyone can do.
Yeah, and he doesn't seem to want to get help.
No.
And I feel like we just like can't really say anymore at this point, or we're gonna kind of just give the movie away. So
yeah, it's true. Like the movie, it has a stronger plot.
It has a strong plot, but kind of a nice, simple plot.
Yeah, exactly. It's simple, you know, A to B to C, right?
Yeah.
And it flows.
Not all convoluted and confusing.
No, it's not confusing.
It's not like Batman versus Superman. But really, so when all is said and done, what did you think of Logan? Did we need another Wolverine movie?
People who love each other. A home.
So we were talking about it, and it finishes off. I guess giving away that it does finish off the the two existing Logan movies, and it kind of just
like the cherry on top.
Yeah, it just finishes it off. We were saying that, you know, like Hugh Jackman was going off on a high.
Yeah.
Instead of waiting for his character to just
get stale and old.
I guess when you're saying he's played the character maybe 9 times.
Yeah.
It is kind of getting to the point of like, ugh.
It's like you don't want it to get stale.
But this one, because it followed with the Deadpool rated R.
Yeah. Oh, so, yeah. He took a pay cut apparently to do that.
And you know what? Like the movie came out.
It worked.
Great.
Oh yeah.
The pros were, his relationship with Professor X. Was believable.
Yeah.
It was.
Oh, yeah.
It was totally believable that he was taking care of an elderly man who he does know.
Yeah.
And he's kind of his only...
kind of a burden on him, too, because you know how Wolverine is.
Well, yeah, Wolverine is like, you know, alpha male. I'm just going to take care of myself, and, you know. So, it was believable that it was going on. I'm thinking of cons, and...
It's hard to find one, I know.
You know, the movie... I wish the movie was actually done in 2 parts.
Yeah.
You were saying, like, 2 parts have been... overdone.
Oh yeah, it's done too much.
But
it really could have.
You almost want a little bit more by the end of it. You're like, oh, I just wanted a little bit more time with Professor X. I wanted a little bit more time with Wolverine, you know? So the movie actually made me sad. So I gotta give it about like an 8.5 out of 10. I want to go a little bit higher, but if it was 2-part, I would be like 10, 10, 10.
Yeah.
What did you think of the last Wolverine movie?
You should take a moment. Feel it.
It was a great superhero movie. It really was. Tons of action.
Almost as much action.
Even gore, like the gore, just like blah, and like coming out the top of their head and shit. definitely a well-earned R rating, of course. It had a great plot, like we said. It wasn't long-winded and boring. Had the right pace to it, kept you just absolutely glued to it. They really turned Logan into a gritty son of a bitch in this one.
Yeah, there's very little comical.
Yeah, he's just gritty son of a bitch through the whole thing.
Yeah.
The cons, at times the plot did kind of seem like a little cliche near the end, kind of feeling like superheroes on a road trip, running from the bad guys, gotta save the kids.
It was literally Wolverine and Professor X solving mysteries in a van.
In a van with a dog.
No.
I give it a 9 out of 10 still. Like that's me really scraping the bottom of the barrel.
It really deserves it, like a high number.
Yeah, 9 out of 10. I felt this movie had a real gritty, violent feel to it. Damn, it was a good movie though, man.
2 days on the road, only one meal and hardly any sleep. She's 11, I'm fucking 19.
See, and they actually don't go strictly through Marvel. Like the Avengers, Iron Man, they go right through Marvel and it's considered like a Disney picture. These ones go through different production companies, so it's Marvel Plus. And that's where you end up getting that rated R, and it actually gives a better story, not completely going through Marvel.
Yeah.
Because they don't have to hold back.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely no cartoony, cheesy, childish shit.
No, far from
It's
it.
definitely a lot grittier, darker.
Anyway, this has been another Bangerz and Mash at the movies. Stay tuned, like, and subscribe, and
Yeah, I guess till next time.
fuck off.
You still have time.